Okay, these are our notes for selecting the appropriate graph. This is chapter 10, stop 10. Okay, these are our last notes for the unit. So selecting the appropriate graph. So basically, we're going to be given data and we're going to have to figure out what's the best graph to use. So we need to know a little bit about each graph to help us figure out which one's the best. So I need to know what type of graph shows the number of items in a specific category. Well, if I'm dealing with categories, that would be a bar graph. The next one, which type of graph shows change over a period of time? Well, change over a period of time would be a line graph. The next one, which kind of graph shows how many times each number occurs in the data? Well, think of that as a dot plot. The next one, the number of times each data value appears. That could be in a frequency table. And then last but not least, a blank shows frequency of data divided into equal intervals. That's your keyword there. That would be a histogram. All right, so these notes will probably go pretty quickly. Which display allows you to see how art show ticket prices have changed since 2007? So how they've changed since 2007. Well, that would be 2007 to now, or 2012. Okay, so that would be change over a period of time, which would be a line graph. This makes a lot more sense than this dot plot does. That doesn't show me change over a period of time. That just shows me ticket prices. Okay, I don't know the years. Look at example 2. What type of display would you use to show the results of a survey of students' favorite brand of tennis shoes? Okay, I want to know favorite brand of tennis shoes. So that would be like Nike or Adidas or Reebok, etc. Okay, so brand of tennis shoes. So these I would consider different categories. So since the data would list the number of students that chose each brand or category, okay, the data would best be displayed in a, well, if you look back up here, a category would be a bar graph. All right, example 3. Which display makes it easier to see how many students had test scores in the 80s? Okay, so I want to know test scores in the 80s. Well, I mean, I could look over here. Ashley was I could try and figure out what she was. Brandon's about an 80. I could look at this and I could figure out what each person is and then figure out how many are in the 80s. Or I could look over here and say, oh, 80s, 80 to 89, that's 3. Okay, so this one, the frequency table, was a little easier for me to interpret. Yes, I could figure it out from here, but this one would make it easier to see because it just flat out tells me. And then last one, what type of display would you use to show the number of wins the school volleyball team had from 2000 to 2005? Okay, well, this is the key right here, 2000 to 2005. That is a period of time. So which one shows change over a period of time? That would be a line graph. So a line graph, because it would show the number of wins over a period of time. And that would be from 2000 to 2005. Okay, so the best type of display would be a line graph because it shows change over a period of time. So these are your notes on how to select the appropriate or best graph.